For the hip bridge marches, you're going to put your hands on the ground, raise your hips up. Big thing to focus on is as we lift left and right, you're going to feel your glutes engage. If you can't effectively engage your glutes, you're going to feel this in your back. We do not want that. We want to make sure the glutes are firing. So as you lift, if you feel one hip droop or drop over to the side, that means you're not firing that glute. So keep your hands on the ground to balance you. Keep those feet pressed in, actively using the toes. And then as you get stronger, you can lift the hands up for a progression. For the quadruped thread the needle, you're going to go on all fours and then bring one hand underneath, dropping the shoulder to the ground and getting a little bit of a spinal rotation with an exhale as you sink in this position. Going back and forth, you can either alternate sides, you can just do half the time on one side and half the time on the other, but just make sure you're getting this position. We want to focus on getting length to the back of the arm, back of the shoulder blade, and through that spine as we sink into each of these positions. Make sure you exhale as you reach further and sink into that full expression. For the child's pose, you're going to sink the hips back over the heels, reach the arms forward, actively press those fingers into the ground, and then push your hips back towards your heels. This is going to extend the shoulders and then let your body get in that deep flex position, as well as a very light ankle plantar flexion stretch. These are all good things. Just breathe in this position. For the Jefferson curls, we're going to work on getting that spinal flexion. So this is going to be something that most people feel really stiff. I know I feel stiff in the morning when I start this, so you're going to ease into it. That's the full range of motion. But for many people, you'll start just getting the upper back. Really think about the head and the neck. Start with that chin, tuck it, get a little bit of range of motion, keep the legs straight. Start to feel that back open up as you get a little bit more into it each rep. You're going to ease into it, breathe, sink it a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower each time. And get to that bottom position and reach towards the ground. But you will feel discomfort at the back of the legs. Don't let the legs bend. Actively flex the quads into this position and pull yourself down. This will open up and change dramatically, and as you get through this, you'll start to feel much more open because your body is no longer fighting that stiff posterior chain.